and spicy.
Fat and spicy, motherfucker.
Fat and spicy.
It's another fat and spicy.
So you want me to say fat and spicy? Fuck that. I'm out here.
Fuck fat and spicy.
Dude, we're mega superstars, bro.
To the old lady I cut off at the light, I am sorry, but you were too slow.
Have you seen Werewolf Labs, man?
One of my captains, he was like, Sheriff, we seen a werewolf. I thought he was crazy. werewolf you're talking about. And then he started acting crazy a little bit. You know what? I think you're 5150. I'm gonna put you on administrative leave. You go to the hospital.
Sounds like you've been smelling what we've been smoking.
Look, if there's a mayor, I want to be it.
Right?
Hey,
I know.
rooting for mayor.
Eating nothing but roaches and, mind you, fingers. I just love fingers.
Chicken fingers?
No, homeless people's fingers.
Are you still messing around with women who are taken?
All right.
Oh my God! Say it ain't so. The viewers are in awe.
Okay, but you know what? Everybody has a past.
Question for Josh: how did you learn to be a developer for 5M, and how would you recommend a beginner starting?
I've got a background in the IT space for a long time. There were a lot of things that I could kind of grasp, like coding and stuff, but I'm not deep in certain areas as I would like to be. But I would say, the best way to start anything in life, doesn't matter what it is to just jump headfirst into it.
What is roleplay?
It's a place where I can escape personal trouble that I have going on in my real life. I come here and I RP because it's a place that I can come and be somebody other than myself, other than the guy that gets up and goes to work every morning.
For me, it's a place where I can come build characters outside of ourselves, try to promote interactions with other people. What I do love is when people take the time to turn around and have interactions, meaningful interactions. Even if it's just a few words, those few words can mean a lot.
This is Phat and Spicy, the podcast brought to you in city, out of city. I'm Phat.
And I'm Spicy.
And this is the Phat and Spicy Show.
What's going on with the screen laws?
What happened?
I don't know. We got
There
a
you go.
something's wrong with our
Bro.
camera angles.
Nailed it. It's that damn eclipse. That's what it is. No, I think you just have to kind of stretch that out there.
I think Laws is mad because she wanted to go union and we said no.
No, dude. What? You never really understood the concept of a union, bro. Like,
You pay them a bunch of money and they make sure that you can never get fired.
So you have to pay them money?
Yeah, you pay your dues. But I think if you get screwed up, like say you like on the job, what do you call it? Workman's comp, like on the job injuries and things. I think they cover your medical. I know that like my grandfather was a Teamster. So when he retired, he got like a fat pension. So all that money that they pay in, they get back when they retire. And then when he died, grandma got it until she died. And then that was the end of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Jimmy Hoffa took care of his people.
Jimmy, I've heard the name. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
So they're
join a union.
That's crazy. So you're paying in money to get it back after you're retired?
Yeah, kind of.
It's like you're
Plus, like I said, if you
like you're investing in the future.
Yeah, and they if you screw up somehow, like the union, like my wife, she's still part of the union. If something were to happen, she would they'd give her a lawyer. They'd pay for all of her legal shit. There's a lot of cushion with it. The union will negotiate your wages. Like when there's a strike, you hear about there's a union strike. It's because the companies won't pay what the people want. So the union said, okay, you all are going to go on strike. And while you're on strike, because you're part of the union, we're still going to pay you a little something. You're not dead in the water with nothing. And during that strike, the union will send in lawyers to negotiate on your behalf because the company has no choice, right? All the workers are on strike. They have to negotiate. So that's what the union does. There's a lot of things they do, but I don't know. I don't. Yeah, you got to pay your dues, man.
Well, it's minimal. I'm part of a union as well.
What's that?
I said I'm part of a union as well.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't be part of it with a name like Peter's Bakersfield? Come on.
I know, man.
For the people. But guys, we're going to introduce you our guest. Again, if you guys tuned into last Thursday, you know who we're talking about it. But if you didn't, today we are sitting with the guy, the one that plays your favorite ex-mayor, ex-con, Peters. Is it Peters or Peter?
Everybody says Peters with an S, but it's just one Peter.
I don't know why. It just sounds like Peter's Bakersfield.
I know, and people say it, and I always laugh because that's just like, and with my accent, it's hard to hear as well. So
Like say your name with the voice.
Name's Peter Bakersfield, partner.
Okay. Peter
All right.
Bakersfield.
So let me ask you before we even get started, because I have noticed a little bit of an accent. Where are you from?
Well, I was born in Texas, but I was raised in Southern California.
Okay, so I noticed you have that little bit of that southern to it.
It comes when I'm because I just got finished streaming Peter, so it comes with doing the voice a little bit.
I got you. How was your stream, man? You have a good stream?
It was good. It was really good. So I've been selling. There's a mechanic in No Pixel where you can make like a food item that is a rat on a stick, and it's very neglected. Nobody really does it. Like there, you can buy a rat trap. You can catch the rats. You find the sticks. You make it. You cook it. Nobody's done anything. Nobody's done anything with it. So I've started farming this, and then I'll go to the Senior Buns, and I'll call them like Mickey Mouse fritters, or I'll call them like Chippendale bits.
What was the one I
And
saw today? Stuart Little on a big stick.
Stuart Little on a big stick is what
I was watching that. That was cute.
And then I got hired on at the hot dog place across the way, so I started calling them Rizzy Glizz because they're glizzies, so I call them Rizzy Glizzies. So
Right on.
yeah,
Is it profitable? Do people get what you're doing? Like, have fun with it?
it's half and half because it's the public server. So you get some people that are like, they're just not interested, or you get some people who they think you're selling something actually, and then you hand them a rat. That's the best. You
Oh,
get
I
somebody
see.
who is like completely caught off guard when you hand them a rat, and they're like, "What is this?" And I'm just laughing my ass off.
We actually have a little bit
That's
of a
a
clip
good-
of that if you guys want to see it.
Oh,
Yeah, let's throw it up in just 1 second, Laz. Let's get it ready. But Jacob, we have to do the intro, bro.
You're right, because people might not know who we are.
Nobody knows who we are, man.
You're right. You're right. I mean, we're only on episode what?
76, I think. Yeah. Is it 70?
76,
Yeah,
77?
76.
That was
76.
77. But who's
I don't-
counting? But hey, guys, if you're new to this is Phat,
And spicy.
and this is the Phat and Spicy Show, where we pretty much go around the world of 5M, or as you guys like to say, Los Santos, and interview all those unique cities that you've never heard about, and all the unique people that are that call those places home. And we hope to bring you, awareness to who they are, to where they play at, and hopefully you'll find someone to watch, or maybe even a new city to go to and visit, or even stay. So hey, we appreciate you being here, right? I mean, for the most part, I appreciate. I don't know about Spicy. I know he hates you guys. He talks about you guys all the time.
What are you talking about? I love our fans. I love my little spicies out there in Spice Land. How you doing, Fatsy? I miss you, man.
Dude, I miss you too. I miss you like I miss a rock in my shoe.
Okay. We didn't do anything over the weekend, though, did we? We didn't get to hang out.
No,
too
we
much.
didn't, man. We were supposed to fight for democracy, man. I don't know what happened.
We were supposed to play. Well, didn't we play on Friday? We didn't play. No, I had to
No.
work late on Friday,
No.
and then Saturday I was all day.
I'm not gonna lie. I work on the weekends, and I've been consistently with this server, bro, just over and over and over. And over.
I know how hard you've been working on it.
Man, I'm trying. Like I said, guys, I'm shooting for this deadline for November, bro. That's literally when I want I want to come call it a beta. I'd call it a pre-beta, but I think
It was called alpha. I think we're in alpha right now, right?
Yeah. What is alpha? Is that? Was it like pre?
Yeah.
Is there a pre-alpha?
Infinity. I don't know.
That's what we'll be in. That's we're in the existence of that's what it is. It's just nothingness.
I think that's just solid developer phase. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. We're not ready
Yeah,
anywhere
under
near ready to go live.
Yeah, it's under development. A lot of development. And I mean, guys, just be patient because it's mostly me.
Slow men at work.
I don't know anything about developing. I don't know anything about dev working. I don't know anything about nothing, and I'm just diving headfirst into it, guys, to hopefully bring you guys something. And I think I am thankful for the little help that I do get from my friends. So thank you guys out there who come in and give me like a little bit of assistance. I appreciate it.
I see you got a prison jumpsuit going.
Oh yeah. This is one of the one of the ones that I was lucky enough to find. You
Yeah, I
know,
like that. Look at that. There's an inmate on the back. Yeah, it all looks really good. Are you
the,
going to
the
be able?
cra-
Are they all going to have unique numbers, or is that just not something you can do?
no. I'm not. I could, but I'm not. That'd be ridiculous of me to do that. Like that.
Would it?
Dude, did you
Yeah,
go in
you
there
would have
and
way too
name?
many textures. That's crazy.
Oh,
To
I just
go in
didn't
there?
know if it was something you could automate. I didn't. I don't know.
I
I don't know
wish.
anything about this. I'm sure. I'm
No.
sure some of our pro developers out there could probably do it.
Yeah, the other ones were pretty. I mean, anybody could do it. It's tedious work though, because you're
See, I
literally
just.
just going in
Uh,
and updating the texture, saving it again, applying it, saving it again, applying it, saving it again, updating it. It's just tedious work to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 50. And then you have to go even more to that because, there's always going to, when does it stop?
when does it stop?
You know what I would like
So-
to see
How
a
many?
developer make? A HUD for your your emotes, your animations that you can do. So like in something like Second Life, there's these HUDs that you can wear that you can put these different animations inside, and your like avatar, your character cycles through them to make it look like you're sanding and you're switching through your like animations. I think that would be so cool if they could implement that in GTA somehow.
I think we have that, don't we, Jacob? Where you can see the dances and stuff before you use them.
Yeah, I'm looking at a script that says kind of like that. I'm not going to give it away because you
I'm just
guys
saying.
didn't get to it
I'm
first.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
Hiding
didn't mean
all
to
the good
spill any
stuff to
beans.
myself. No, but yeah, there's a lot of unique scripts that I'm looking at. I definitely look for a lot of newer scripts. I know a lot of people tend to go for the scripts that work and have been proven over time and time again. But the thing about it is, I'm at I call it an advantage over everybody else because I'm not running a whole city behind me. I don't have to worry about those scripts colliding with each other because I'm not running 110 scripts for a city.
That's true.
So I am definitely getting the better part of that, which with being able to use unique scripts because a lot of servers that are already built and they don't use all these good and fun scripts because it messes up everything. It messes up one little thing, it just messes up their whole other and nobody that's already established wants to do it. So that's one of the beauties of going into making it first and foremost is being able to pick the cream with the crop. So I'm definitely amazed with that.
Well, it's like local vampire said in the chat: when they go to bed, you're working on the server. Wake up, you're working on the server. We know that you're putting in a ton of time on it, dude, and I'm really looking forward to what you got. But
Oh, yeah.
as much as I want to talk about all the cool shit that we've talked about when it comes with the server, we do have a guest. We have with us today an amazing streamer and our peer, and you guys remember him from the show last week, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pinky. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey guys, everybody.
Welcome, Pinky. Everybody
Thank you
call
for
him
having
Pinky.
me.
That's what he wants us to call him. He said it's the name his ex-girlfriend gave him.
Yep, definitely.
Funny thing with I know you told us already, but why don't you tell the people that are watching what is the reason they call you Pinky?
Yeah. So I was a freshman in high school, and a teammate said that I had a big head and a small body, and that is how I got the name Pinky because I look like the mouse from Pinky and the Brain.
Is it true? Is it true? Did you like reflect on that? Did you look at yourself?
I would say, looking back, yeah, they're pretty spot on.
Just the cranium. Just
I had
the...
I won a championship ring for wrestling in high school, and on the inside of the ring I have engraved Pinky. Like that, it is my nickname.
I gotcha, man. I feel you. That's good stuff. I think we all have weird nicknames, Does your family call you Pinky?
No, but my best friends do. My best friends will call me Pinky.
Did your family have a different nickname for you?
No, not really. Actually, just my regular name.
Oh, really, man? I know growing up, I was really into like country music and punk rock, emo, and stuff like that. Alternative. And I would always play. Like my family out there playing. NWA, Easy E. Yeah, Tupac. And growing up, and everybody's playing all this other stuff, and they're looking at me, and I'm playing what I'm playing. They're like, "Oh man," they end up calling me White Man.
That's funny.
So yeah, I think. What about you, Lil? You got any?
Me, my biker name is Pickle.
Pickle. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we're not gonna ask why.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've had it for a long time now, and then so like all my biker
You
friends.
had a pickle
Yeah.
for a long time. I didn't even know. Was that like?
No, all my like biker friends call me Pickle, and
Okay.
like, yeah, it's just
Tommy Pickles.
I've never really had a nickname or like I don't know. I never really went by anything but my real name. So
Okay.
yeah.
What about Spicy?
What, a nickname?
Yeah, did you have a nickname?
Spicy.
Yeah, did you get up and go to the bathroom, bro? You get your mic on in the bathroom?
No, I was I got my notebook and my pen. I dropped my pen, and when I reached down to get it, I yanked
Oh
out
yeah.
the cable from
You
my
hit your head on the
computer.
table. I got you.
So yeah,
I
I had to
got you.
fix that. But I'm
So
back.
you never had a nickname though?
No, not really, man. I've always just kind of been me. Hanson's kind of a unique enough name, you know.
Wait, no. You do have a nickname.
What?
You have a nickname. They gave you a nickname
Oh,
when
the
we went to
White
the city.
Mamba. Come
The
on.
White Mamba.
I wasn't gonna keep that. I wasn't.
The
I don't know.
White Mamba.
Where'd you get that? Are you a basketball player?
No,
No, I am absolutely not a basketball. Tell him the
So-
story, Jacob. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Oh man! So we went to a city called City Trends, and it's definitely what Spicy would classify as across the tracks.
It's urban.
Oh, come on.
Perfect.
It was.
So we was out. We was hanging around. We was hanging out, and just Spicy. Just his he sticks out like a sore thumb in the snow.
Well, you know me. You
Uh,
hear the way I talk. I try to keep it professional and in
yeah. So
character.
when he gets around a bunch of younger folk that are just talking, in lingo and using different terminology, he's completely lost. You know. So
What
yeah,
was?
no, they were gonna take
What were
him. They
some
were
of
gonna
the?
take him into the and initiate him into a gang and everything.
What were some of the sayings that you guys were coming up with today that I had never heard?
Like yacht
Yeah, and there was something else. I don't remember what it was.
Type shit.
giving.
What was it?
Type shit and giving.
Giving.
I guess I also don't know what those things are.
Exactly. I think they're making it up to fuck with me. That's what I really think it is.
Oh no!
I don't hear the kids saying that kind of stuff. They say
Oh
like,
man!
No, but like
they say like stop the cap and all that.
They say what now?
Stop the cap is a big one.
Yeah. Cap. Yeah. Okay.
when did cap creep in? I don't remember. I never got the memo that was a thing.
It just
It happens.
one
It
day.
just happens. That's the beauty of the internet. It just happens. Like you go to sleep one day, and the next thing you know, everybody in the world saw that video of you taking a dump in public, and you're
I
getting laughed
guess,
at in the
man.
street.
You gotta stay with it, or you get left behind.
Yeah. Now you gotta upload videos of you just taking dumps in random places
What's
just to be
what's
keep it
the
going.
cap? I'm so lost.
What's the cap?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the pin you're chewing on.
The cap is a lie.
Yeah, it's like you're capping, you're lying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like stop the cap, like stop
That's-
lying.
If
Just
I
cap.
want to
you
get the
know.
kids to laugh in the classroom, you say that shit, and the kids lose their minds.
Okay.
There you go. Well, next time you go in there, you just tell them it's giving. And like I was explaining to Spicy, I guess the easiest way to say that or to describe it for me would be like if you're going to say like some food is delicious, you would be like it's giving, and then you kind of do like a almost like a gesture with your hand, like kind of like a French kiss, like it's giving, it's like really good.
The chef's kiss, yeah.
It's like it's giving, and then you follow it with some kind of gesture to insinuate what you're meaning.
Sounds too complicated for me. I'll stick with English.
Delicious is such a good word.
Right?
It's giving delicious. I guess you could say that.
Dude, delicious is an amazing word. You can use it in so many.
You could say that.
Just delicious.
Scrumptious. What about that? Huh?
Scrumptious is a good one too.
All right. Nobody uses that. I mean, when was the last time people say scrumptious? Like, that's a good word to use.
Yeah, scrumptious is a good word.
What's another good word to describe something, that's delicious?
Sumptuous.
Sumptuous.
Yummy.
That sounds more sexual.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about
but
that.
food and sex go hand in hand, bro,
So
Chacho.
that hot dog was sumptuous, my boy.
Yeah, it's
right?
like, what'd you do with that hot dog, bro?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What'd you say? Yummy? I don't know. I don't know if I can describe
apple
yummy
pie
as a
was
good.
sumptuous.
I don't know what's worse, sumptuous or yummy.
Yummy.
Like you do.
I like yummy. I like yummy.
You like yummy. You just walk around like,
Yeah.
that was really yummy.
Peter uses yummy. Peter does use yummy.
But Peter can use yummy because it sounds funny when he said, "Let's say it."
Exactly.
I use yummy in my kitchen.
Bussin'. I like that one.
Oh no.
Bussin', the
Bussin'.
local vampire in chat.
Yeah, there you go.
Ay.
This is
Although I
bussin'.
will say, speaking of being
Hey,
a
I gotta
cook,
use
there's-
that more.
Yeah, I want to say, can Peter say that? Let's hear it say it.
Man, that is bussin'.
see, works out great.
This sandwich is bussin'. That works.
The first time I ever heard that term, I was watching YouTube and there was a dude who cooks jailhouse food. Have you seen this, Jacob?
Jail. Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy that says bussin'. He's the
Yeah,
one
that's the
that
guy that says bussin'. Man, I watched him make Laffy Taffy out of like creamer and I don't know what.
That sounds.
Yeah, they
Someone
make
just trying
like
to Rick roll us with the blurb. I have to fix that, guys. I'm
Oh
sorry.
shit! I watched that
You know-
one too. He made it with creamer and like Jello mix or some shit.
What?
yeah. Or he made like prison enchiladas. And it's all used like commissary stuff. I thought it was fascinating.
That sounds more normal, but Laffy Taffy is just like what?
Dude, when he was done, it looked like a goddamn piece of taffy.
Hey, I trust it. I trust
Like
it.
and yeah, I've never seen him make anything that didn't look actually pretty good.
A lot of
So
time on that man's
I have to
hands,
go
I
look at
guess.
that and see that.
I
don't
know.
You
know.
gotta check
I've
this
never
out.
seen him
I'm
make somebody
amazed they're
make
going down a
Laffy Taffy.
YouTube hole
Rabbit
today,
hole,
man.
yeah. It's gonna be a bussin'.
You know, like when you're lying in bed at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, ready to go to sleep, and you're just scrolling through YouTube, you see weird shit.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say you just have a little bit of taffy made of creamer and Jello.
I don't know. I kind of want to try it.
Exactly.
All
It's
right,
just
so
creamer and Jello.
I think it was more than that.
Okay, I was gonna say that's a little weird.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
jail cook.
Yeah,
No
shout out to
kidding,
the
man.
guy out there making scrumptious. Oh no, wait, my bad. Would you say voluptuous? No,
Sumptuous.
sumptuous. Wait, voluptuous? Can you? Is that? Can you use that?
I have absolutely.
That's more sexual. I feel like.
I don't know.
Is
I've
that
had
more
some
sexual than
voluptuous
sumptuous?
antelopes.
Like.
I think voluptuous is kind of like describing volume.
Yeah.
You know, like something
Air.
like like you said, 2 melons. You know,
Like
voluptuous.
boobies.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
There you go.
There we go.
All right.
but not yummy.
So, Pinky, I gotta know,
They can
man.
be yummy. They can be yummy
Uh,
as well.
You imagine if you were a girl and a guy said, "Oh my god, it's so yummy." Get out. You gotta go. Get the fuck out of here. But enough about that. Enough about me.
Yeah, let's talk to Pinky for a
Pinky.
minute. Let's.
Yeah. So growing up with a big head and a small body, and you said
Yeah.
you were in wrestling. You know, did that throw you off at all? You used to headbutt people.
It helped my lower body get strength by having to hold up such a big noggin.
I hear you, man. Is that because you were smart? Were you a good student?
I think it was just I had a big noggin. No, I think the kids were just ruthless, like kids are, and that's.
I can only picture the. You ever seen the show Attack on Titan?
Yeah. Oh, I
No.
have. Yeah.
You know the Titans and the ones wrong with the big heads.
I see how it is, motherfucker.
These is jokes, man. These is jokes. But skipping way ahead of that, man. Let's dive into when you first started getting into the world of gaming, man.
Yeah. Gaming. When I started gaming, yeah, that was a long time ago. That was in the 90s. So I was born 91, I think. I started with a Game Boy. the original brick Game Boy with Pokemon Yellow.
Hey,
And I
snaps in
had
the
it.
chat.
And my first GTA game was GTA 2 on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, where it was like bird's eye view instead of like third
Fucking,
person.
I
Oh,
miss
wait,
those
you
so
talking about the
much.
first or the second one? Because they were kind of both,
Second
you
one
know,
was still the bird's eye view, I believe.
yeah.
There
But
were
it was
three
when it
birds
was on
eye.
PlayStation.
Yeah, the second one was the one that I kind of got
Absolute
introduced on.
fire. Yeah.
I used to go for that little purple mafia car all the time,
Is
man.
like, oh, that was like that got me. And then I
The
didn't
little hot
actually.
rod.
You know what's funny is like I've never played a GTA since, and I have not played story mode for GTA 5 either. Like I
Wait,
haven't played,
what?
I haven't played San Andreas. Haven't played like any mainline story GTA.
Wait. So you haven't played? Did you play at least Red Dead Redemption?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I was about to say. I thought we were gonna have to cut
Played
your
the
mic off.
I played the first one and I played this one too, which I
You
would
had
say.
to. You had
Oh,
to.
they're so good. They're so good. But yeah, so I started with Game Boy. A milestone was the PlayStation. Another milestone was the GameCube I got as a kid. Another milestone was the Xbox. And then I started playing WoW when I was starting to get into high school, World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
Never got
been
into
there,
WoW,
done
man.
that.
Played
Oh
a lot of
man,
RuneScape.
what a fucking rack cycle that is. You just play forever.
You
Yeah.
play
Hey,
RuneScape?
if it wasn't for
I played
WoW
it. I
though, my
played a
wife
little
and I
bit of
never would have got
RuneScape.
married.
I didn't like the graphics of RuneScape.
Really?
I can understand.
Yeah, I couldn't get on the RuneScape graphics.
I got you, man. Well,
Man,
that's where the
yeah,
name RSP head comes from, man.
GameCube got
RuneScape
me into
Party.
the. I know GameCube got me into the Zelda for the first time because I played Wind Waker, and that like
There you
that
go.
that's like the first open world game I played, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing.
By the way, regardless of what anybody else says, probably one of the best Zelda games out there, Wind Waker.
Absolutely, absolutely. People are like, oh, it's like Majora's Mask. I'm like, no, like this is the
No, it's
first.
just fun.
Like that's the one that got us into this new Zelda. Yeah, we can get off on a tangent here, but that new Zelda with its open world is just Wind Waker with land. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they just figured out that like a little bit more like the water they used because they didn't have the capabilities yet.
So how did you find 5M? How did you come across this little gem?
Yeah. So I started with Dungeons and Dragons. My best friend was in a Dungeons and Dragons, and we started playing. And he played like a really janky version that he created himself. And I'm like, I want to play the one by the book. So I started this huge campaign, played it for 2 years with my friends. Like every other weekend, we'd play for 2 years straight, one storyline. And then the end of it is like when COVID hit, and I was like we'd finished. I was kind of like super bummed that all that COVID stuff happened and it was lockdown. And I started watching Twitch, and I noticed people playing like Vader, who plays Eugene, this old guy character that runs around on No Pixel, and excuse me, Chang Gang or like Mr. Chang and his voice and his character, and just seeing these guys play and just being so funny that I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. So I built a PC during COVID and then downloaded 5M. And before, like I said, I never played the story. Just dove right into cities and was like, I've got to make this character. I gotta try this. So I did a couple of cities, and they were like, 100K or die cities, and just nothing happened. And then PMA, I rolled into PMA. It was a public server. And I created this Peter Bakersfield character as my first character, and my voice was a little raspy and set off, and now it's been like freaking 4 years with the same character.
Wow. Insane, man. I love a good
So, but you've played multiple characters over time, right?
I played a couple, but nothing's like stuck the same as Peter. I
What were you
have
gonna
played
say,
a couple
Spice?
characters. I played a cop. I played like a Civ character, but they're just not as fun. Like there's something that I don't know with the voice and with the southern accent and just the way I do it. There's just something there that I just can't replicate again. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
So what's the genesis of Peter? You said you played a few others beforehand. What brought you into this kind of a character?
The Eugene character that Vader played. I mean, have you guys seen him play before?
I don't think I have.
You know what I'm talking about? He goes by Vader on Twitch. He's amazing. He's a British guy, and he plays this Eugene character. And it was just a cheeky old man, just up to no good. You know, just no. It's like almost like everybody's obsessed with this Joker archetype, right? But
Right.
nobody realizes that Peter. I don't know if people do realize, but Peter is that character, right? There's no motivation other than to just burn the world down. Like for Peter, it's not about money. It's not about. It's just about getting his kicks and watching people go crazy and all that. And that's how Eugene was. Just
maybe Lons can look that up, little clip or something while we're talking.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Vader.
Vader.
He goes by Eugene. Yeah, Vader is his streamer name, but he also plays Eugene. EUG.
I know whenever I got into they were showing me clips. Like my friend was showing me clips of Bogdan.
I don't know who that is.
If you can find Bogdan too,
There's so many streamers doing this, from the people that are rocking 10,000 viewers to the people that are rocking 4. You know,
Pokelaws. Do you know a Twitch streamer, Pokelaws?
I never heard of that either.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What's up, Pinky?
That's what's beautiful about, I think, streaming and 5M is that everybody can find their like niche character or inspiration. Like it's and that's what I like about it so much.
You can be anything in any server for any time. You know, I didn't think I ever wanted to be a cop, and look at me. I was a cop. I made my way to detective for quite a while, and enjoyed every second of it. Never thought I would, but I tried it. You know, who knows what you're gonna like.
Yeah, I think it is important to reach out. But I'm also like really thankful that I actually found like GTA Online or 5M.
I found
Did you guys start? Did you guys what?
I found the Vader guy.
Yeah.
You found a clip of him? Okay, if you want to put it up, we'll watch it.
What was your question there, Pinky?
Did you guys start with GTA 5, like the base game, before you got into 5M?
I did
Well,
not.
I never played.
I was playing online for a long time. I mean, and I used to do the whole like I was that guy that tried to do a car meet in the middle of a fucking server.
Yeah. So my buddies that I hang out with, they were the same way.
So yeah, I took it very semi-serious. Like I was cruising in my cars and stuff, meeting up with my friends and stuff. We would go do missions and heists.
I mean, you remember Tommy Versetti from PMA, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him are like we've created like such a big family from the Versettis that we're still like in daily communication, but he's the same way. He started with GTA Online doing car meets and just doing the car meet thing.
Did you and I ever cross paths in GTA? I was Devin Lords, the lawyer.
I don't remember because I forget a lot of people's fucking names.
Weren't you Polly or something?
That was my other gangster character, but
I
the
never
lawyer
really
was
like
Devin.
needed lawyer help. I never I felt like
That's a good thing.
The PMA scene for lawyers, at least when I was in there, was garbage. Or like they didn't
It
allow
was.
us to run court cases or ask for a bench trial or anything. It was just like the lawyers were there to negotiate between the cop and the crim before the crim went to prison.
And they always went to prison. There was nothing that we could do to get you out, which I always thought sucked.
Yeah, so it was
The
like,
one
why
time-
is the lawyer here? Like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
The one time we did have a court case, the government decided to have a bunch of people come in and shoot it up. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah, it was a
the
mess.
last time I had a court case, we put down TNT and tried to kidnap the police. So at least there's a little solace in that.
That's crazy. I think the last time I had a court case was
even get a
I got
warrant
shot
for
up.
that. That's the craziest bit.
Well, I mean, when your district attorney and your the head of the DOJ both left because of corruption, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah. That's what I like about that, like the crim side, at least, is that like there is that excitement of getting caught and getting in trouble, and I love that like cop and robber rush.
Yeah. Do you get the heart racing when you get in a good
Oh
chase?
yeah, oh yeah.
It's
It's like
crazy. It's a
adrenaline.
silly game, but we get all worked up, right? Like you said, the adrenaline, man. And you get the sweaty
Yeah,
palms.
so good.
So what happened with the you stealing the moonshine?
Uh, yeah. So they weren't very happy. I think I really pissed them off. OOC too. I can't tell, but if they're not willing to like role play it out, then it's like kind of apparent. But they pretty much were like, stay the fuck away from us. So the timeline was I show up in the sewers. They pretty much just tell me there's rules to the sewers that I have to follow. So Peter doesn't answer well. Doesn't do well with that. So I think his buddies were stealing moonshine. So he steals the moonshine, gets caught. They try to set him up. He gets away. Next day, I take 30 people down in the sewers and make that game where if they destroy something, like if they destroy the most things, then I'll give them a big prize, which I do. And then they pull, like they have me picked up again by another gang. And then I finally get pulled to her directly, and then she's like, she just didn't have proof. They didn't have proof that I did it, which it's crazy because somebody was videotaping down there the whole time. And they didn't have actual proof, so they pretty much just let me go.
I
And
mean,
that
you
was
did
that.
kind of admit it, didn't you?
I kind of did, but I was like hypothetically, and they didn't. I don't know. I think they're grinders, from my opinion, and
Yeah.
they don't want their daily nut to be affected by me, and so they just want me to go away. But at this point, it's like I try to be like I'm super careful in the sewers, but I don't steal anymore. Like Peter, like at the end of the day, isn't gonna go around like, I don't know.
Yanking everybody's crap.
Yeah, like I tried to poke him. There was some interaction. It was fun for me for a little bit, but
You
it's
know,
like if
do,
you
do
keep
you not feel they
poking.
gave you the pasta you wanted, or what?
I mean, I got what I get my
You
kicks
absolutely.
watching people uncomfortable. Oh,
Oh, we'll take care of that. Don't worry about it.
don't
These
worry
chairs are
about me.
slippery.
I'm sleepy. Yeah, so I don't know. I get my kicks sometimes, like getting under people's skin. Maybe it's not the best thing, but
He's the guy that goes blows up the car meat.
Right.
like well, no, I wouldn't blow it up, but like I don't know. The first day that I was in PMA, they used to do this thing. I don't know if you remember, Paco, but you put money on the ground. You remember that? And everybody'd stand around and wait for everybody to leave.
Yeah.
I hated it. I show up
I
day
used to, I
one.
used to do it. I used to do it all the time.
I
Oh,
showed
I
up day
remember
one, and
that.
What was
yeah.
this? No, what happened? Tell
So
me
So
about
you
it,
would
Pink.
take. Yeah. Go ahead,
in the
explain. Bro.
mechanics of GTA, or at least I'm sorry, in PMA, if you put money on the ground and there was two people standing on the money, nobody could pick it up, right? Nobody could pick it up. It could only be one person in the vicinity. And so what people would do is that everybody would throw down like $1,000, and then they would all stand in this circle and see who was the last person standing.
Yeah. See, I was a
I
dick that would go in and throw in more money, and it
it
would just pile up.
fucking pissed me off because it's like it's just like ridiculous. Like
There was a one time I've seen it. It was like $1 million something dollars on the
I
floor,
know it's ridiculous. So we're down at I show up and I'm running around as
and it's
Peter.
in the green zone, so you can't kill nobody. You can't just kill them and take it.
Right. So we're well, I didn't know the rules at the time, right? So it's day one. I'm like very new. I don't know about rules and all this. So I'm just like getting in there. We're the VU. All these people are staying in front. I'm like, this is bullshit. I know how I'm gonna win. I call the cops and I'm like, all these people are in front of my property. You need to get them the hell out of here. So the cops show up and they kick everybody out, and I get the money. And one of the people there was staff, and they were pissed at me. They were so pissed at me. And yeah, I enjoy doing that. I enjoy I enjoy getting under, like, testing the limits and like pushing where, like, I think for me it's like like that kind of thing. Like it's a mechanic of a game, not like role play to me. And I,
Right.
you could disagree with me. I don't mind. But for me it's like, all right, I'm going to go test the limits of this now. Like let's go push these people and see what happens.
So when it comes to a mechanic though in the game, like let's take a step back and look at the grinders, right? How do you feel about grinders versus RPers?
I think it's necessary, especially in like I mean, if you think about it, at every point there's a grind, like no matter what it is.
Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to grind these materials out for these businesses. Somebody has to grind these materials out for these crafting. Grinders are necessary, and it's always going to be like I used to be a grinder. I just got so
They're
burnt out,
necessary.
you
I
know,
know.
over the years of all grind of like in the '90s and the 2000s and growing up in those eras. Those were the epitome of grindy games. Like to me, like
World
that's
of
like
Warcraft, bro.
everything had to be earned. It was before the day of
Pay to
of daily
play.
drops. It was pay to play. You know, it was before loot boxes and all this other
Yep.
shit. You had to grind. If you wanted something bad enough, you had to grind for it. You had to prove that you were good enough to get it, and then and then some.
Those were the '90s, baby.
Yeah, I know, and I think now it's just more or less. I think it's been ruined by the simple fact there is nothing that you don't get anything for it.
I think
You
it's
know?
just like they've realized how to monetize a lot more effectively games, and
Yeah.
instead of it,
Yep.
like now there's a. Now, I mean, if you, it's. I mean, you guys were getting
I
to
mean,
like
get
all
back
this
then, guys.
deep
There was
conversations, but
no.
it's capitalism. Like
Yeah.
capitalism just does that. Like it just like people want to monetize.
Everything.
It is what it is. You know. Yeah, it is what it is.
But the bad thing about it is people, and you can't complain. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, it's not," because there's always going to be somebody. Somebody is willing to pay for it.
I think
Somebody is willing to
for
take the
me,
easy way.
it's not. I don't mind grinders at all. I don't. I mind grinders that are lazy and
Yeah.
like they're not like RPing out the grind. They're just like trying to get to A to B as quickly as
Yes.
possible. Like I had this fucking. I was playing today. Excuse my language.
You're fine.
This my connect calls me up and I'm like, hey, I need more broccoli, blah blah blah. And he's like, I'm gonna bring you some. He's like, hey, by the way, if you just have one bag in your pocket when you make a handshake with these people, you'll get the rep to build up to the rep you need to where I can then go buy for him. But it's like I'm like, no fucking way. Like that's such an abusive mechanic. You just want me to hold one baggie in my pocket so that I can most effectively build my reputation like this
Mm.
mechanic in city to I was like, nah.
There's always going to be rude. There's always going to be exploiters, bro. And
Oh, I know.
and I don't mean to call them exploiters because a lot of people do it and they don't look at it as exploiting. They look at it as I'm not breaking the rules. I'm not altering the game in any way. I'm simply finessing my way around. And it's like, no, the truth, let's call it for what it is, apples and oranges. If you're exploiting the game mechanics, but again, you're not in the wrong, you know. But it is like I said, it's just again, to me, when you start playing a game in the hopes of making money and that's all you think about is making money, you're playing it for the wrong
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not even fun anymore.
But even in the yeah, even with the grinding, you can still have time to throw the RP into it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the freaking fun of it.
Dude, I used
While
to
you're on
go.
the
I used to go, and I like in the cities that I play in. I would go, and I would go grind out a bunch of drugs, and then I would go and keep those drugs on me the whole time and get pulled over by cops and just act suspicious as hell in hopes to get busted.
Yeah, for the fun of it, right? To see what RP can come out of
Like I'm losing 1,000 and something grams of fucking perks just so I can have RP so somebody can get a big bust.
and having the time of your life doing it.
Like, I mean, the money's good. Yeah, the money's good, but the RP is so much better.
I like Peter because I can take off my bandana and go walk around like a local and then just walk up to people that are like doing some shit and scare the absolute shit out of them. That's really fun.
This man is exploiting blending in with the pets is crazy.
Dude, I've seen his streams. He's crazy.
That is crazy.
Somebody knocked the shit out of me on stream today because they thought I was a local. They just came
Dude,
up and just
I'm telling you. I'm like, and in my mind, because I used to do that shit when I used to play Walter all the time. He's that old guy.
Yeah.
And people would just come up and punch me, and I'd be like, oh, what? Oh man, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what are you just punching people now? I'm like, but in my mind, I'm like, why are you beating up locals anyway?
Exactly. Well, so for that, I guilt trip him and I try to like get money off of him. I'll be like, I need money for the hospital, or like
Yeah.
I need insurance claim money, and just try to get money off of them. And then
Oh
they think
man.
twice. See, they think twice about trying to hit a local.
I used to tell people that Walter had a heart, a heart. What's it? What is it called?
Palpitation.
Yeah,
Palpitation.
he had a little heart monitor thing inside of his thing, so you couldn't get dazed. You'd kill him. So they were like, "Stop! I don't want to do it, Walter." And the bad thing about it, he doesn't run. He just kind of hobbles.
That's good.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But like I said, man, that to me, the RP is always gonna beat the grind, man. It's always gonna beat the yeah, you got the money, yeah, you got the nice car. But guess why you continuously do that? Well, guess why you think you need more? Because you're never fulfilling it. You're never fulfilling what you think you're gonna get by making all that
I
money.
think some people are just playing GTA Online in the RP
Of course
server.
they are. Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
100%.
yeah. But again, like I said, everybody plays in their own ways. Everybody has their own things that they like to do. And in no way, shape, or form am I trying to say, hey, this is the way to play it. But what I will say is try to at least have some fun in RP. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a little
I
uncomfortable.
say if they're okay, if they're gonna be grinder Garys, then I have full freedom to mess with them and blow up their stills.
Yeah, no.
I
Like I said, if you want to
mean,
grind, if that's your RP, again, you are nobody. And I will tell this, and this is something I mean wholeheartedly. Once you enter a RP server, you are nobody better than anybody else. Like you are not excluded from RP.
true.
I don't care if you're out there on a boat in the middle of the ocean by yourself, fishing and not bothering a soul. If somebody rolls up to you and decides they want to be a pirate and rob you, guess what happened? You getting robbed for all your fishes.
Hmm.
Like you does not exclude you from RP just because you want to be. If you want to play by yourself, there are plenty of single players out there. You can mod the original GTA in so many better ways than 5M.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the same thing that I used to tell people all the time when they would pay for things. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, like the way I feel about it. When you buy a business, it does not exclude you from RP. It does not exclude you from getting that business taken away from you. I don't care how much you paid for it. If you do not run that business, it doesn't open up the time it's supposed to help you adhere to everybody else's, rules. It should be taken away from you. You should lose those prisons. Same way, if you buy like a fake sword and you stab somebody with it, guess what's going to happen to that sword? It's going to get taken away. You just spent money for no reason.
Hmm.
Like that is you don't use these things to break the rules. They're not made for that. They're used for enhancements and to enhance RP, and they are always susceptible. And that's how I feel about it with my server coming up. You know, if you buy something and you choose to be done with it, and it takes taken away, it's not my fault. That's
Tough
on
titty.
you.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
I can't make you smart.
Jesus.
But like, and I think one of the biggest things that I think having to overcome with joining and playing from it is meeting new people. What do you got? What is your approach, guys, on meeting new people?
I love it.
Like, how do you do it? You just like me. I think me and Peter probably have the same approach. We just kind of like mosey on into the group.
You just stroll right in and you go,
Yep.
"Hey."
What you guys doing over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what I like about Peter is I'm kind of I'm in real life. I can't just like that's like cold calling, right? You're just like going into somebody you don't know and starting a conversation. For me, that is like
Next thing you know, you're on the internet being shamed.
so fucking hard. Like they go up to talk to a girl that you think is cute, just like cold calling, like trying to start like that shit is anxiety
How
inducing for
dare you,
me.
bro? How dare
So
you?
like for Peter, like that's why I enjoy Peter so much. He gives me that freedom to just go up to people and not give a fuck.
Beauty of
Exactly.
RP, man.
And you see how beautiful it works in the RP world. Imagine if it could work that way in real life and just people would not be offended as they are, you
Yeah,
know?
I'll just talk like that when I go up to people now. That'll be the
Yeah,
strategy.
you ever use your Peter voice outside of
Like very seldom when I order like fast
or has it
food.
accidentally came out?
No, not accidental. But I do order fast food sometimes with accent just for fun.
That's awesome.
Let's hear that.
I
Let's
respect that. I respect
give us a
that.
little sample of that. Like
Can I get a McDouble with no pickle? And can I get some of that hot mustard, please?
That's awesome. That's so fucking good.
That little moan at the end gets me every time.
I love the little moan at the end. That's my favorite part of what.
I don't know where it came from. It just happened, and now it's there.
It just makes him. It just fits the whole Peter look, man. It feel like it's him trying to catch his breath at the end. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like it hurts for him to
meth
breathe.
did some shit for him, or
What about you? What about you, Spicy? What's your? How do you just introduce yourself? I'm Spicy, make a superstar. You're like a
No,
cocky
man.
bastard.
Usually I have to make a solid choice of who the character might be before I enter the city. That's just a habit with me. And then depending on where I want to go with him, I'll try to ingratiate myself in with that group. Do that make like
Yeah, like if you want to be a biker, you're going to be looking for bikers.
Right. And I'm going to go over there and tell him, hey, this is what I want. I tell him straight up, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. If you guys need me, I'm here. If you guys don't want me, here's my number, and see what comes from it. 9 times out of 10, they'll fucking call me up. That's what I did with my detective.
So
when I went
guess in
undercover.
a sense of you're submitting your applications.
Well, yeah. Like I said, with let's take Santangelo for example, right? I joined a gang undercover, changed my hair, changed the way I talked, found this gang that I wanted to infiltrate, and just walked up to him and I asked him, "Hey, man, look, I'm just trying to make a few bucks. I don't know where people are growing weed or anything like that." He's like, "Oh, well, come with me." And I rode around with him for a day. I was like, "Look, I don't know what you got going on, but I wouldn't mind. I got nothing to do." He's like, "Are you new?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just moved to the city." He's like, "Oh, dude, come with us." And they took me right in. They showed me all their crafting tables. They showed me how they do their illegal shit.
And
So
it's
it's
so
just a matter,
crazy how easy, like, I don't want to say how easy it is, but how friendly and how nice and easy it is to make friends.
bro.
When
We had once you become nice with them and just a few kind words and like showing that you're there, dude, they gave me everything. If I would have stayed in that
keys
server
to the
as a detective,
kingdom.
right? That's what they gave me. We it would have been a spectacular court case, bringing all the gangs down at once for all the shit.
Damn.
Just because I walked up, I'm like, hey, I don't know what to do. I'd like to make a few bucks, but I can do that with any character in any server, not just as a cop, but just as a character. And hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. Just merge in. But it also a lot of it's reading the room and seeing. You spend a few minutes before you engage. Just see what's going on.
No, I know a lot of our
You get
characters
that.
have
You
like
get that
these
cop
really big
mentality
friends.
to it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he's a hell of a detective, man. He's
I
definitely
mean,
he's
that
got that
sounds fucking-
mindset.
I wish a cop would like, fuck, I'd be that invested. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, like I loved it. I love the fact when I used to watch him. I just spy on him. I would say it, watch him RP out, man, and he'd literally tell the cops like he's a detective. He'd be like, he's like, nah, I'm working on a case, bro. I'm not gonna go respond to a call. Like I'm doing something. Like use your officers. Don't use me.
Good.
He's like I'm in the middle of something. But he was very on that role. And I love that because it was like, damn, I wish, because I would love to have been to take it because I'm creating the story and I can only hope. And I would involve Spicy so many times because he knew where to take it. He knew how to play it and he knew how to look for them clues. Because
that's something that a lot of people that maybe aren't used to watching the Fat and Spicy show don't realize is, and that's why one of the reasons we do the podcast is because people like Jacob and I and Pinky, we're guys that are super invested in the RP. I'd like to say that Jacob and I are as close to RP purists as you can get. As I'm logging in, I become my character. When I log out, it takes me a second to shake it off. And there's no breaking character in between. It's all about the fucking story, whether it's mine or someone else's, Jacob too. And I think Pinky's like that. I've noticed that with him. You take it to as far as you can and then take a few extra steps as well.
No, yeah, I think we all have our stories, And speaking of stories, man, what is the story with Peter? Like, what is his goal? Like, do you have a goal for Peter? Or?
Yeah, so I think in the past, like I was doing a lot of that mayor stuff. Like I did the mayor stuff in PMA and the mayor stuff. I was kind of playing around with it in Rush Hour, but then I was like, like when I started being the mayor, it was something that was silly. Like I like it, like I just want these arc. Like I want the arcs to be silly with Peter because that's how I have built him, is just to be this big silly bastard. And so like now I just started calling myself King, like Rat King, and I really like the sewer arc that I'm on right now.
I like how he calls it the sewer arc.
Yeah,
Like
fun.
Look.
like it is. I mean, it's like
It
people learn
absolutely
about the
is.
sewer. Like he's obsessed with it. He's down there all the time. Like I'll just be down there for like 2-3 hours, just fucking around. Like it is a sewer arc I think I'm in right now. A bit of a sewer arc where I'm like selling rats to people and like calling myself the Rat King, and like everybody's like so upset and intimidated by me calling myself the Rat King because I think Coil or somebody on NoPixel, maybe an admin, dresses up like the Rat King and like goes down there and fucks with people every once in a while. And
So
so
who
like
cares?
no, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit at all. Like I can't wait until I run into one of them down there. And then like Peter thinks for somebody said something about you have to eat the Rat King to become the Rat King. So like Peter like in his brain is like, I need to eat the Rat King to become him.
I'm eating all the rats in the
And
sewer.
and so like yeah, he's constantly eating rats and and I really love it. It's just like it's kind of like I'm not in a super serious like trying to get votes or anything like that. You know, I'm just trying to
What do you mean by
have fun
votes
with
though?
it. Votes in
Become
terms
king.
of like the mayorship, you know, like
Oh,
like
okay. I didn't know if there was
yeah.
like a thing where people could vote on their character, like their favorite characters. And
No.
okay.
Just like the mayor arc was just like it was a lot of work in terms of like at least in PMA, like we had an actual election. Like I think you were a part of that, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the one
he
that helped
was.
set it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You were the one
Harris
that
used to
set
work
it
for
up.
Jimmy
You
Choo.
and Harris. Yeah,
Jimmy
exactly.
Choo, Harris, and
You guys ran that election, but it was like on my end it was a lot of work too. Like I had to run around like I was doing
oh
some
no, yeah,
I was doing
yeah,
some
it was-
blackmail stuff where I was collecting everybody's ID and their birthday and like I had like a big sheet of like everybody's ID, their birthday, their name, like and we
dude.
were like, oh, it was
This
so good.
it's funny because the Harris was on that same stuff. He comes to me, he's like, you know, we got everybody's he talks in an accent. I can't do his accent for the sake of my life, but he's like, you know, we have all these accents. I mean, all these IDs, and we can steal people's identity. I'm like, no, Harris, we're the news. We're not gonna steal people's identities. What are you
Peter
talking?
was doing that shit. Peter was doing that shit. Because we had the fake IDs, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, yeah, man, that was the prime time. There was like Officer what was his name? Something Berry? The fucking
Dewberry?
police chief.
No,
What was it?
no, Dewberry. Was it?
No, not
I
Dewberry.
keep calling him Blueberry, but it wasn't Blueberry. It was
Larry Berry.
Holberry. Officer Holberry, right when the fake IDs came out, I lied to him and said that I found out where they were, and he like put me in the interrogation room for like 2 hours trying to crack me to tell him where the fake IDs were, and I didn't even know.
Man, they did that. When they would put you in there, bro. I'm talking about they would sweat you in there for like an
They
hour,
would
bro.
sweat
I'm
your ass in there.
Bro, they
no,
put
I'm
me in
like,
there when you and I were on that
yeah,
adventure, dude. I got sweated for fucking 2 hours. Yeah.
It
I'm
was
talking about 2 IRL hours, bro. Like, you're sitting at your computer, like, fuck.
And you know me, I
I
was
got my
all
kicks
Twitter
off of
pated.
that. I love that.
And I used to spicy. I was like, don't say nothing. I was like, we got it.
They're like threatening me with like 2,000 months if I didn't tell them, and I'm just laughing my ass off, just like do it.
No, dude, they threatened to take away I was a doctor. They threatened to take away my medical license. I was working as a lawyer part-time, or I'm sorry, vice versa. They threatened to take away my bar card, everything.
That's so
Just during that
funny.
sweat.
Crazy.
It was, and I was actually, because I didn't know, this was the first time I'd ever gotten involved in any kind of real RP. And I didn't know that, I didn't know Jacob was behind it all. He's like, you're going to be fine. And I'm like, I'm not going to be fine. I'm
I
freaking
had
the
to
fuck
tell him.
out of here.
I had to tell it because I could hear the nerves in his
I
voice.
was
He was stressed. He was stressed.
We were on the run for
if you're
4
new,
days, and
that shit can
I
be
was
stress.
shaking. It was way stressful. I wasn't new. I'd been in there for a couple of maybe a month and a half or 2 months, but I'd seen
depends.
minor scenes, but never something drawn out over many days where Jacob and I were on the run like that.
That's wild.
Yeah, no, we
But
were
it was fun.
definitely on the run. It was all because of there was a a doctor that had basically I guess she was being hospitalized or something, and they wanted to, and I ended up taking her out of the hospital, and I pretty much snuck her out the bottom.
And I
And
wasn't even supposed to be part of that scene. He just grabbed me. He's like, because I was a doctor. He's like, come with me, help me. He was Paco. I'm like, okay, doctor.
yeah, I seen him. He was a new guy. He just came in. He was new, and I was like, yeah, this is the guy right here. I was like,
And
this is the
that's
guy.
Scooped him up.
and that's how we
Scooped him
became
up and-
friends. And if it wasn't for that scene, there would be no Fat and Spicy show.
Wow.
I mean, that's literally how we
You
met.
guys served time in PMA for that?
No, we were, in fact, that was the court case. I was going to defend Paco because
Yeah.
my lawyer was there. And and we got into the court case, and I don't know what happened with that.
They shot it
I
up.
don't know if
They shot up the
city
court.
owners didn't care for it or what. I don't know. I just don't know what happened. But yeah, they sent somebody in to shoot it up.
So,
And that
in
was
other
the,
words, I guess we'll put it out. You know, I was in the RP of trying to put Chupador behind bars, and obviously they weren't going to let that happen.
Stunt. That's quite the stunt.
So I will say this, you know, obviously, you know, I had good.
Figured he was untouchable.
I will tell you this, you know, when I first started doing the news, I had got we had got a kind of like a, I don't want to say a cease and desist letter, but we got a kind of a, hey, please don't put it out, you know, don't put that video out, because I had videos of where Eduardo, you know, we were filming live in the news, and we had video evidence of Eduardo throwing a grenade inside of the courtroom and killing everybody. And you know, and it was I think it was the trial with the what was the Vagos.
So you actually didn't post it when he asked you not to?
We posted it. I posted it on YouTube, but then like I said, we had got a letter of them telling us, you know, hey, it's not really a good time right now with the way the city is. You know, it'd definitely be a lot of hitback, of backlash, I guess you would say, you know, on Eduardo, and you know, for this to come out, blah blah blah, and so we chose not to go through with it.
Man, I would have.
It's a shame.
That sucks.
Well, that's
Yeah.
before, you know, this is before I knew, you know, the story that I was going to get into. Like I said, I was new to the news, and I was just kind of like,
That's totally understandable. I don't fault you at all. I just,
like I said, but then like I said, but then it came back, and it was like, nah, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to prison. And I would tell him all the time, I'd be like, nah, you're going down, bro. I'm gonna take you down. Like it's gonna be the balls in your court, you know. So like I'm gonna bring the RP to you, and yeah, I think it got a little too out of hand for him, for him to deal with it, especially when you're trying to run a server, and you know, nobody ever wants to put away their character for life, right? Nobody ever wants to give up their character.
hell no.
You know, so
I mean, I
you know,
get it, but you go where the RP winds blow, bro. You know that. I know
no,
that.
exactly, and that's what I was trying to prove, that nobody was
Yes,
above RP.
I would, if somebody was like, I want to kill your character, I'd be like, no. That's not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
happen.
no,
That's not
yeah,
gonna
no.
happen.
But
Like I
if
said,
you're,
but
let me ask you, if Pinky, if your sewer story arc went on for a little while and you actually got some deep RP out of it, and towards the end, one of the logical conclusions to the end was that you died, would you take that shot to finish the story and wrap up your character, or would you just keep him going?
That's not where my lot. It's like silly. Like if I've seen like every server get silly. So for me, it's like I don't like. I would just come out back as like some dumb shit, like Bionic or Vampire. Like it'd be some dumb shit. But like, no, like I don't think I would kill Peter just because I enjoy him so much. And if there's a day that I don't enjoy him, then maybe I'll do the death.
yeah,
thing,
and it
but,
was
like,
I
for
got
me,
you.
it's like,
it wasn't about killing Chupador. That wasn't it. It was putting him away in jail. But do you feel like if somebody and their RP was good enough to get this evidence on you, like if there was a detective like Santangelo out there who was doing his diligence and doing his RP best and got all this evidence on you and took you to trial and you got sentenced, would you think that would be fair?
for like if he gave me life, you're talking about like life.
Well, I don't know about life. I mean, you'd have to do a lot of serious crime to do life, but you know.
I've prayed and prayed on PMA for the cops to hammer me because like I can't wear a mask, so it's like, come on, just write the fucking warrant. Like, let's go on a fucking manhunt. Like,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah.
this. Like, put me
Right.
in prison for like I've done 2 stints of 1,000 months on PMA. Like,
Mhm.
that's
But
a
see, that's the
lot of
thing though.
fucking
Like
time. Like,
that's what I mean.
I'm down to
Yeah.
serve time for like a cop nailing me. And like, if they catch, like, I love it when a cop catches me. Like, there's the adrenaline rush of like,
Oh man, it's fucking great. Your hands,
it's way
your
better.
heart, just everything is just like boom.
And that's what like
Yeah.
absolutely. I want cops to nail me all day long in RP. Just fucking.
But do it the right way. Don't come out and be like, you could. It's like,
Yeah.
oh man, no, really.
If you take me to court and you have all this shit and you're gonna put me away for like some buku amount of months,
Like I would be
good
impressed
on
if you managed to stop my character. If you blew, like if you came out of nowhere and you would like side swipe my whole story arc, bro, and like if people found out that Paco was harvesting organs, and all of a sudden this detective was like, and I get summons to go to court, and I'm surprised, and it takes me by surprise, and I go to jail, bro. I would lose my fucking mind. I'd be so fucking. Wow. I'd bow down, bro. I'd be like, you're fucking god tier, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I've had one story or one instance where I kind of got that. Like, I don't. Do you remember the mayor Cleo in PMA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this mayor, she got elected mayor, and I was still on this like I'm still mayor arc because I got arrested, and they took it away, and then they gave it to like her or somebody. I forget. There's a couple of people. Well, I was like, I'm gonna. This she's not mayor. I'm mayor. So like, me and my boys, we decide we're gonna kidnap her. We kidnap her perfectly. Like, there's this wedding going on. They have a bus. I hop on the bus real quick. I get in the driver's seat. She hops in. My boys hop in. We just take off. We fucking stop. Pull her out on guns drawn. All this. She's in the bus. She's like, "Oh, you're Peter. I finally get to meet you." And so we kidnap her, and we get arrested, and they only give us like 200 months or some shit, which is absolutely crazy. Like, we kidnapped the mayor. They should have, like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
take it to us. She was pissed. She comes to the prison and wants to like talk to me in prison, and then she doesn't come back after that.
I remember that.
Yeah, so like I kept running around going like Peter would be like, I definitely didn't kill her. I didn't do it. You can't prove it.
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
definitely, like I said, it was
That was
yeah, that was definitely a crazy time, man. I was excited to be part of that, you know. Obviously, I don't know, a lot of people don't know about how Jimmy Choo died. You know, people say, you
It
know,
was kind of a mystery in character. Like, Peter never figured it out.
so the way he died was that his best friend, which was Chewie, like thought he was just going crazy. He thought he was just like mental, you know. And I was running around wearing like an alien head. It was crazy, like you know, and I. And then he just thought, you know, he thought he knew best. He thought he had to do what he had to do. He killed me on top of a rooftop, and then he killed himself.
Jesus.
Well, he was gonna kill himself, but he no, he didn't kill. He did a shootout with the cops. The cops killed him. And I had messaged the cops, and I told them I wanted to sweep everything under the rug. You know, the whole alien invasion, the whole thing, just sweep it under the rug and let it hide into the let it fade into the PMA history books as one big conspiracy and one big cover up. And I told him to tell him that we died in a car crash.
That's wild.
So that, and then people, you know, people were like, no, that's not right. That's not what happened. But Chewie used to race all the time. And, you know, that was his thing. He was an underground racer.
There was a lot, like, from my understanding, there was a lot of like nobody knew, at least from my end or like my little group, and it was like a mystery. Like, something shady happened, but nobody knew the answer.
Yeah, and it's very taboo to speak of, because the way that it ended was that everybody was lined up and given a drug to make them forget what had happened, and
Was Harris part of this?
Yeah, everybody was part of it, man. It was a lot of people, like, and the aliens pretty much was giving like these injections to make people forget.
What the fuck?
And yeah, so then what happened was at some point everybody tried to run and broke off, and all hell broke loose, and it was just open season, and we were just killing half the city.
Oh shit!
This was in PMA.
Yeah, yeah, it was
I don't remember that.
We ended up killing half the city with alien tech, and blew them all the fuck up. And when they got to the hospital, we were injecting them to make them forget. This was the only time that I ever seen I RP'd myself into an FIB role. Because the way that I got it is I would actually and Lord knows I was stream sniping. I was metagaming like a motherfucker, but I was using the role of FIB agent as the move for it, like they're watching you. And I had this whole Agent Smith Twitch made, where I would go into people's stream and I'd be like, look behind you, and then there'd be a black car that would pull off, just be like, we're watching you kind of vibes.
That's creepy.
Like, don't say anything you don't want to say. And yeah, man, it was I definitely
They used to do that with the early Versettis. All the staff members would put on like these unicorn hats or whatever, and then we'd be like crafting guns or some shit, and then they'd just be up on a rooftop looking at us.
Yeah.
And then we all like
With unicorn heads on.
scatter and like. Yeah,
I used to wear a fucking unicorn head, man. It was like a superhero with a unicorn head. He was Rico Suave. It's fucking stupid as fuck, man. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I hate to be that guy, but we're getting down there on time.
We already got there. It don't get there. We already got there, guys. Well, hey, man. Peter Pinky, man. We appreciate you being on the show again, man. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, this has been a blast. Do us a favor, man. Come back and keep us updated on the life of Peter. Dude, this is amazing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, any clips you got, man, we love them. Did we get the clip? Can we show the clip real quick of him?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the clip. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, can we? I mean, let's play that clip of what's going on with him and these rats. I mean, I'm interested to try. What does rat taste like?
It's just like chicken.
No
way.
Got a sweaty, meaty
Peggy,
taste.
please hire me.
Here we go.
Please.
Look at that. Stuart Little on a big stick.
You came over here to get food?
I'm getting drinks.
Surprisingly,
Yes,
not the best.
I got a
soda.
job.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that's a clever name.
Mickey Mouse Fritters is probably the hottest one.
And you just hand him a rat?
Yeah.
I love that, dude.
It's edible. Like, they can eat the rat.
Oh.
I gotta move on. It's like an actual item that you make to eat. King Glizzy now.
King of Sir Buns.
Of Senior Buns, yeah.
Of Senior Buns.
She says she's hiring me for this place next door, so I'm gonna turn into the king of.
Can we turn the volume up on that clip?
I'm gonna work so hard for you, Miss Peggy.
I don't even know how this works.
So I get.
We're
gonna figure it out.
What's your state ID?
Is that my 5-digit?
Yeah, the long one.
15378, I think.
This is the job office.
You think?
Yeah. I think I memorized it. Let me see. 15378. I did it.
Okay, you got that?
Nope.
Can we skip ahead a few seconds?
Okay, maybe you did. Maybe you didn't.
The best part's probably gonna be the last section. I'm just figuring things out, but then this fight happens immediately when I leave Senior Buns, which I probably would have been able to de-escalate, but so they've already fought. Everybody's already down there. The funniest thing at the end is they're like, "Where's the king?"
Where's the king?
That's what I'm reacting to right there. You can barely hear it. You can go back a little bit.
Tell you what we'll do, since we are running short too, is we can also put a link to the whole video down in
Yeah, holy shit.
I
down
love
in the
the
chat
drama
room.
across the hall.
I love being not a part of it anymore.
And you guys can watch the whole thing from start to finish. I got a chuckle out of
Oh,
it.
he's got a knife hand. Bam! Oh, shit!
So what's next for the
Oh
character
my
who's gonna keep on
God.
trucking, huh?
Wait, they're fighting inside.
Yeah.
My boys.
Whoa.
Okay, so not my boys. So Senior Buns used to be way more dangerous, and now I've caught them. Before I left to this hot dog place, I was doing.
Oh, she went after him.
Anybody threatens a staff member, everybody gets their weapon out and joins in. So they've
Welcome to
actually
the
done
Glizzy
exactly
King. I'm the
what
Glizzy King.
do over there, which is
Just
defend
whoop some butt.
Yeah, don't
Nice.
let anybody boss you around at Senior Bud. Yeah, I think she did. Because in the public servers, there's just gonna be some shitheads that show up and are.
I'm the
jerks
Glizzy
and
King
try
now.
to-
I'm figuring out the hot dogs.
Yeah, I get that.
And so it was like
Only
my
so
way
much
to
you can do.
defend everybody because I'm the one that gets robbed all the time. They're like, "Come here, old fat man. What do you got in your pockets?"
I guess you do make an interesting target with that ped.
Oh, I make a beautiful target, and people love to target me, and that's
Dude, man, whenever they used to target the shit out of Walter, bro. Oh
Yeah.
man. But the thing about it is, by the time like I would just the one thing about Walt, he would not shut the fuck up. Like he would not shut the fuck up. He would go off on these tangents about the war, and it just
World
"Hey,
War
man,
II, dude.
I
Talk my fucking
remember
ear off.
whenever it was the time when things were happening in the White House and things didn't always go on the way they used to be. But and they'd be like, "Give me your fucking money." I'm like, "Oh yeah, the money. It was hard back then to get. You work about 2 jobs." And I just go on and on and on, bro. And he's like, "Get the fuck out."
either that
And
or
then-
you
and then-
befriend them. Like,
And then it'd be amnesia, and they'd be like, "Huh? What happened? What's your name?" And I'd get people's name wrong. Like they'd be like, "Name is Richard." And I'm like, "Ricky, what you?" This is Richard, Rebecca. This is fucking just go on, bro.
So
So
before we do,
people loved him or they hated him. It was no in between.
before we go, do you have any words of advice out there for would-be our peers or people who want to get into 5M and start creating characters?
just do it. Just get out there and do it. I would say have fun. Like always try to, like we've been talking about. Don't grind. Do it for the grind, or do it for the laugh, or do whatever you enjoy, even though if it makes others uncomfortable. As long as
Give
it's
us
within the
give them
rules.
one big don't of what don't do.
Don't That's a hard one. Don't
Don't
pull out
break
your
people's
weapon.
distilleries.
Don't try not to pull out your weapon so quickly. Right? Like everybody wants to pull out a weapon. Don't pull out your weapon. Just use your words.
Use your words.
I like that. And don't go down the sewers breaking people's distilleries.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
It's bussing. Say it one time.
It's bussin'.
It's bussing.
Yo, guys, we love you. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, guys. Drop our Discord down there, guys. If you want to be a guest on the show, please let us know. We'll love to have you. If you want to recommend somebody else, hey, if you want a clip to be played on the show, send it in. All you got to do is just join the Discord, guys, and stay in touch. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Phat and Spicy. And I'm Phat.
I'm Spicy.
And this has been Phat and Spicy with Pinky.
With Pinky, man. Good shit.
So have you ever in your life had any kind of weird things close to rat? Like I have had cow tongue,
Yeah, I've had cow tongue. That's like a fast food.
Yeah,
like
spicy
barbacoa,
mustard on that.
Yeah. You ever had lamb, sheep?
I do not like lamb.
It's
got a smell to it.